What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to a series that I am pretty sure is going to be a massive mistake. My name is Splat. Thank you for stopping on in. We're going to be checking out Blood Bowl 2 Legendary Edition here today. Fair warning, I'm terrible at this game. I have no idea what I'm doing like 90% of the time. I've played a lot of Blood Bowl, so it's really actually kind of sad how bad I am at Blood Bowl. And so anyways, if you don't know what Blood Bowl is, it's a Warhammer fantasy conversion of NFL football. Gridiron, as some people like to call it overseas. It's a game where it's just football. It's just turn-based football. That's all that it is. Football, NFL, gridiron. And so today what we are going to do is we're going to make a team, and sporadically I'll update this series. I'll be doing it every now and again, I figure, for the people that are like fans of what it is. And I enjoy playing the game, so even though I'm bad at it, don't expect a lot of wins, don't expect a lot of really amazing plays. I get the general idea that I'm supposed to be doing. We need to make some teams. As you can see so far, I've got the Killiest Boys, and I've got the Outdwarf Assholes. They are giant assholes. They never roll what I need them to roll when they roll it, alright? It's like, I need a block, and they don't give me a block. They give me like a push, and I'm just like, you guys are assholes. And so they became the Outdwarf Assholes, because, well, all they produce is shit, and that's all that they produce. Let's go ahead and we're going to create a team here today. I would like to play something on the interwebs that I have never played before. I've never played, actually, well, I've played Dwarves, but I haven't played them in Legendary Edition yet. I've mostly been playing humans, orcs, and like the occasional, like I'll run over and play Bretonians every now and again. Every now and again. Let's do Dwarves. I feel like being bashy. Let's be bashy. Let's be some Dwarves. The general idea in this game is that really you have three different play methods. You can be a bashy team, you can be a running team, or you can be a passing team. And I guess there might be like a fourth type of team in there that you would consider to be like a gimmick team, I guess. Things like ogres are kind of gimmicky. They never win, but, you know, they're all right. Let's go ahead and have a look at our dwarves here, though. This guy looks like, wow, he is really angry for someone that is currently drunk, more than likely anyways. Like, he's probably shit-faced right now, and normally I don't look that angry when I'm shit-faced. I'll go to, like, a rotten tooth right there, too. I want to take that to the dentist. We're playing dwarves today. They're very bashy. They like to hurt people. This is a team that you want to hit people pretty much as hard as you can. And when you hit them, you hope that they don't get up, so that by the second half, they've taken so many wounds and so many injuries that they can't play back anymore. I'm going to go with gold armor because that's pamping. I'm going to go with some pamping-ass gold armor. As for our emblem, I like piggies. Piggies are cool. We'll have some piggies on here. Our team motto is going to be, "Where's the beer?" Because obviously, that's the only way I can get them to win is you just put a keg in the end zone and they might make it. Alright, and as far as what we want to do for the name is we're going to call them the Barak Var. I don't remember if Barak Var has 2 R's or 1 R. I think it's 2 R's. The Barak Var Bombers. There we go. We've got ourselves a football team. It's football! John Madden, John Madden, John Madden. Oh, we've also got the World's Edge Mountain. We've got to enter our stadium. We're just going to call this place the Booty Dome. And we'll create that right there. No, I don't want my team composition to be looked at. So now what we want to do is we want to pick ourselves. I'm not going to go with a Death Roller. Death Roller is essentially... this is a fouling character. It's a character used to foul people. We've got Longbeards in here, which I'm actually not familiar with. Runners, Blitzers, and Troll Slayers I'm familiar with. I'm guessing that Longbeards are their linemen. How much do these guys cost right here? 70,000. And so my guess is we probably want to have, like, how many Blitzers can we have? We can have 2 Blitzers. Alright, so I'll go with 2 Blitzers, 2 Runners, 2 Troll Slayers. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted. I'll go with 2 Troll Slayers. And then, how much money do I have left? I'll probably go with some rerolls, too. It's 50k for a reroll, so we probably go with, like, 5 of these dudes, I think. And that'll get us there? Yeah, that'll get us there so we can have some rerolls. Rerolls are really important. These things over here are stuff we're going to buy a little bit later. Cheerleaders make it so you have a better chance to do certain things on kickoff. Coach assistants have things that happen on kickoff. Fan Factor changes a number of things, too. The Apothecary gets rid of wounds when you get wounded once per game, and then rerolls allow you to reroll any roll, which is an incredibly important thing. Usually you want to have 3 to 4 of these just to kind of mitigate bad luck, because rerolling stuff actually gives you a really good chance of succeeding. I will confirm these purposes. There we go. I think Longbeards used to be called like blockers or linemen or something last time I played, which is why it threw me off. So there's our rerolls, and we are done. We've got the Barak Var Bombers. Let's go back, and we're going to start off a season. We're exactly 1,000 points. That's really good, because that means the enemy's not going to have... They're not going to know what's coming. So we've got the Virigard Bombers over here. The good old Virigard Bombers. We're going to join a league that we're going to play sporadically. We're going to start out solo, and it's going to be a championship. If you go with the cup, we might lose our first game and be knocked out instantly. With the championship, it's basically like an 8-team round robin, if I remember correctly, and then you get points for wins, point for draws, and no points for losses. Regional League is kind of like, there's a bunch of competitions running sideline. It's basically the tournament that you think of. Winners advance to the next phase, and there's like 4 different leagues, and the winners of each league play off against each other. There's All World Leagues, which is like big, and then you can do a custom league as well. We're going to start out with a championship, though. So let's go ahead and start a championship, and now we just got to hope that we don't get something super shitty, like, oh, I don't know, Dark Elves, which I think is what we got. Oh, we got Undead. Really, I've never played Undead before. They're one of the new ones with the Legendary mode. I've never played Undead. We'll see how Undead go. I have no idea how Undead play, in all honesty, so this should be kind of an interesting match. I'm fairly familiar with a lot of the teams from the original game, so, like, I'm familiar with, like, the Amazons. I'm familiar with, like, Dark Elves and Wood Elves and all that kind of stuff. Like, I know how to play against them, kinda. This should be an interesting experience for all of us, so let's play against the Undead. Start that match off. Let's do this thing. And so, the teams are even. If your team has a point advantage, you get petty cash to start out with to buy stuff like extra players and whatnot to help even things out. I don't have that right now, so we'll just go ahead and start it off. Here we go. Now here we go. Now here we go. Now here we go. I would have played orcs in this series, but I play orcs a lot. Like, I play a lot of random orc teams, and so, like, I don't know. I wanted to get outside my comfort zone and do something weird here.
Welcome back to Cabal Vision HQ.
And so we have the inducements where it's going to line up both teams, show us off to each other. I don't know what the enemy's going to do with the undead. My guess is that they probably have thralls, and they probably have... I got to look at people's stats as we play. That dude looks kind of tough, though. If I'd ever die, that's what I want to look like when I come back. That's what I would prefer to look like anyways. Be looking all sexy with, like, armor and stuff. Looks like we've got some... I think those are more than likely... I don't know. Those are some kind of critters, like wraiths or something. We'll see what happens. The Virigard Bombers. Oh, yes. Look at these sexy little bastards running up in here with their hair all did. We've got our Troll Slayers over here. I'll go through what some of the skills are that these guys have in just a minute. I'm not very good at this game, though, so don't expect miracles. It's the coin flip! And who's gonna win it? Boom. We get to decide. We won. We got the toss. We got to decide if we want to receive or if we want to send. I am going to receive. It's always safer to receive at the beginning of the game. Setting up our team here. We've got 3 minutes. So, we have mummies. It looks like mummies have regeneration, so if they take a casualty, they can get that negated. They have Mighty Blow, which means they add damage to any hit that they do. They've got a strength of 5. So they've got 2 big guys on their team. That's a little bit troublesome. Their armor value is pretty good. These guys over here, we've got regeneration on Marcus the Dead. That's like the most... That's pretty much what I expected. Oh, he's pretty fast, that white right there. He's got block, and he's got regeneration. Block negates one of our dice rolls. We'll talk about that in just a minute. He's also got, what are these little dudes right here? Ghouls? Oh, yeah, those little bastards can move, can't they? Those little dudes are quick, but they got low armor value, which means they get stomped out easy. Let's go ahead and move through here. We got to set up our offensive line. We've got nobody who's intensely good. Does he have sure hands? Okay, he's got sure hands. So we're going to leave these 2 in the backfield right here because they both have an ability that allows them to pick up the ball a little bit easier. We'll put them over here. What is that ability right there? Thick Skull. A roll of 8 on the injury table after any modifiers is a stun result rather than a KO. Good. I'll take that. We also want to get our blitzers set up in such a way. Does everybody have block here? Oh, they got block and tackle. That's pretty good. So block negates a dice, and tackle makes it so that dodgy teams aren't particularly good at dodging you. It's a nice thing to have. It's helpful. I'm going to put blitzers along each side right here. We're actually going to want to play the line pretty hard as dwarves. We're going to be fairly aggressive about this. We want to get bashy up in here if we can. So with 3 strength, we've got 3 strength. He's got 5, which makes him a little bit of a liability. We may just want to sit somebody in front of him and kind of hope that it works out, but we'll play it as it goes. We should have the first turn anyways, which means we get to go on offense and kind of wreck these dudes up a little bit. We're going to play a pretty hard line of scrimmage. We're going to want to, like, grid these guys up as much as possible. Actually, I may pull somebody back over here just to keep an eye on them in case that I need to do something drastic with the ball. There we go. Good stuff. Let's start this thing on off. He's going to kick the ball, and off it goes. Gentle gust of wind has made the ball scatter an extra square. Okay. We'll see if we get a touchback here. Oh, really? It wasn't a touchback. Wow, he put that right where I didn't want it to go. That's no fun. So what we want to do is we want to always cover the ball if we can. And so I'm going to drag these guys back and have them run over to here. If you slip and fall down, I'll explain rules as they go along, but essentially our movement value is how many squares we can move. Dwarves are not known for their ability to move around the field very rapidly, so, you know, that's just the way that it goes. As far as his movement allotment goes, I can use him as a blocker if I really need to, so I'll drag him over to here. We want to attempt to pick up the ball, like, last. We don't want to pick up the ball early. Well, I suppose we could. What's this guy got going on? So we got one attack die right there. This dude, he's got Dauntless. Can we do anything right here? Wow, those guys are tougher than they look. Okay. We might have a problem getting bashy with these guys. We may want to actually kill their ball runners so they have nobody left to do that. Don't really want to do that right there, though, either. Man, this is going to be a rough play. All right, well, let's go pick up the ball. Since we don't really have any unrisky plays, we'll go pick up the ball first. We got a 67% chance to pick up the ball. Hopefully it goes well. Hey, there we go. The Dwarves have taken an interest in the ball. Yep, Dwarves are not known for their ability to play the game the way it's meant to be played. So that's a push result on our die right there. The defending player is pushed back, and indeed we are going to push him to there, and then we are going to follow. So there it is. We'll follow him on 3. You always have a choice to stay or to follow when you hit somebody. This guy right here, yeah, just keep working on down the line. That's going to be a double knockdown. However, we have an ability called block, which means that when both players are going to be knocked down, we negate it and he doesn't. So, bam! There it is. We laid him down on the ground, and on the first hit of the game, he is knocked out. So there it is. We definitely put him on the carpet. He's off the field. He's like gone. He's over here on the sidelines, just sort of contemplating life and those weird little spinny stars in his head right now. This is a risky play right here, but I am going to do it with one die. That's another push. We're going to play the exact same strategy right here. Let's go ahead and follow it. There we go. I'm going to try and dominate the line of scrimmage for right now, if I can. That is a knockdown right there. It's kind of early on to use reroll, so I'm just going to take it. So that's going to be a attacker knockdown. As you can see, if any of your players is knocked down during the course of your turn, it automatically swaps to the other person's turn. So just keep that in mind. I'm a little bit concerned whether or not these guys are actually going to play the ball or if they're just going to ride out on us super hard, but we've got a number of ghouls moving on up to the line of scrimmage, deciding that they want to be somebody today. It's kind of an interesting placement right there. I'm not sure what he's going to do with that as a zombie. We'll see what happens here. We've got a hit right there. That's going to be a push. He got both a push and a double knockdown, but since we both have block, a double knockdown is kind of a waste of time. I'll take it. He's going to weave around to the back. On your turn, you can designate a blitz, which means you can move and attack on the same turn. Or you can do special stuff with blitzes, too. There's a knockdown right there. A little bit unfortunate, but I can live with it. We'll pick him back up and dust him off after this go. He is on his back. Not something that's altogether unknown. Ooh, that's a double knockdown right there. And because I had block, we have knocked down one of his zombies, and that is a turnover, my friends. That is a turnover. Very nice little result right there for us, and something that I'm actually fairly happy about. Let's pick up our characters right now. We're going to get our Troll Slayer up. Troll Slayers have an ability called Dauntless, which means that he can roll a d6 and add it to his strength. If that's greater than or equal to, equal or lower to the opponent's strength, he gets his normal strength. If the total is higher, then his strength is equal to his opponent's. It's a pretty good little ability for punching up outside of your weight. It's a nice little ability. I wouldn't turn it down. So that means against this guy, he can roll it, and maybe his strength will go up, but this guy's pretty tough, so I don't know if I want to play that right here. What happens to him when he gets knocked down? What's up with this player? No, don't do that. I just wanted to look at this player right here. So what does he have going on? He's got regeneration. He's not really intensely fragile, but he's got really bad agility, which means that once he's inside of somebody's attack zone over here, he's probably not getting out. We've got a number of people over here that are going to be able to defend our ball carrier. I think I'm going to swing hard left. Right is looking like it might fold, and I feel like we've got better swing on the left. And so we're going to try and get this guy inside of a grid of defenders. I'm going to move my runner over to here. In addition, if you wanted to move outside your normal movement, you can do that up to 2 extra squares, but every single time you do it, you've got to roll a die, and it's called going for it. You've got an 83% chance to go for it most of the time. And so I've had people go for it twice and be perfectly fine, and then I've had people go for it and fail miserably. You never quite know. Our general plan with these guys is to defend the ball carrier as best as we can. We will break off defenders when necessary in order to make like pivotal plays and things like that. But for right now, let's get some attacks off. We got one die right there. We've got one die right there. Probably don't even have one die right there. Yeah, it might be a little rough. What have you got going on? Oh, you got 2 on him. Go ahead and do 2 on him then. We've got a knockdown right there, so I'm going to take that. And we're going to follow it in. Ooh! And that's a big hit from our boy. That's a big hit from our boy. He has been stunned, which means he's down for 2 turns. His next turn and the one after that. That also has the additive effect of we've actually turned this flank right here, which means this guy can't move without getting hit. This guy has to go all the way around now if he wants to do something, or he has to take attacks of opportunity when he moves through there. It is trouble, and so yes, I definitely think the left flank is where we want to be. We want to flank hard on the left, at least as hard as we can. I'm going to try and push back over here. I'm going to re-roll that because I don't want to eat that. There we go, a little bit better. We're going to hit that, and we're going to follow it on in. This dude's kind of fragile, so we might be able to do some damage right there. Nope, didn't get a knockdown or anything of the sort. On him, we've got 1 die. On him, we've got no die. Oh, really? Ghouls are strength 3, huh? Yikes, that's a little terrifying. I didn't expect them to be strength 3. That worries me slightly. Let's run a hit right here real fast. That's going to be a push. I'm going to push him back, and we're going to stay right here on the line of scrimmage, even though that means he might be able to go around to the left to fight with our defenders. On that side, we don't really have a whole lot going for us right there, so we may not want to actually play anything right there. We've got some strength reinforcing us on this side, so people add their strength +1, depending on whether they're adjacent along different tackle lines and whatnot like that. I don't have it memorized, but it is a thing that happens. Hey, there's a good little hit. Nice. I'll take it. We're going to stay. I'm just going to send him downfield, and so we've actually knocked over a pretty good chunk of their team at this point, which means they are going to have a hard time on their next turn. Let's go ahead and get this thing rolling. He's going to come around to right there. That's okay. That puts him inside of a... That's inside of a tackle zone. It's going to take us the better part of these turns, though, to get all the way downfield. Assuming we don't have any problems, it's going to take us a couple of turns to get downfield with what we've got going on right now. He's going to get up, and he's going to blitz right here. That could be painful. And indeed it was. This is going to sting. This is going to hurt a little bit. Might leave a bruise or 2. Ow. And down goes a dwarf. Once again, facing the sky. We've got 1 ghoul who's making a break for it on this side. We're going to want to tighten the grid on this guy, and we are going to want to decimate him. We basically need to finish off their blitzers right here. These guys are basically running blitz plays on us. We need to wipe them out as fast as possible. This is probably going to hurt, too. He's got Mighty Blow. Okay. As long as we can keep them pinned down, it's not that big of a deal. We just kind of want to keep them inside tackle zones and make sure that we can do the plays that we want to do. If we get bogged down on this left-hand side, we don't really have the agility to backtrack and change directions, so things to think about there. What I'd like to do right here is we're going to tighten the grid on this side. There we go. He's going to attack right here. That's 2 dice. Hopefully we don't get double skulled. Very nice. Hopefully we go for an injury right here is what we really want. We're going to smack this guy, and we are going to follow. And that's an injury right there. We only get the cutscenes when there's an injury, and so he is probably hurt. Oh, he's stunned. Good. Even better. What I would like to do then is, do they have any ghouls on this side? They have a ghoul right there. Okay, sounds good to me. We don't really want to break our grid too much. We don't want to advance too aggressively. Let's go ahead and move over to here. This dwarf right here is going to get up inside this dude's tackle zone, and he's just going to make it so he really can't do a whole lot right now. Let's pick up our other dwarves. I probably should have done that before I'd run any attacks or anything like that. This dude over here, we might have a solid hit on him, so let's run that. That's going to be our hit right there. That's going to be a stumble, and he's got Frenzy, which means that he gets to follow through with another attack if that guy had stayed on his feet. On this side, we've got a zombie right there who could take a hit. We've got not a whole lot we can do right there. I'm more interested in hitting that ghoul right there than I am anything else. But if I can hit this dude and then swing in, we can get 2 dice on him, which I think sounds pretty sexy. So let's play this a little risky. That's a push. That's good enough. That's essentially what I was going for. We're going to follow that up so that their 2 strengths combine. And then right here, we are going to run 1 dice on him, apparently. I thought that was going to be a double dicer, but I'll take that. That's good. Oh, he's got dodge. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. So that's the benefit of Frenzy right there, is if somebody has an ability called Dodge, If you get a defender stumbles result, which is the POW with the little exclamation point over the top of it, that means they get hit and they move backwards by 1. Dodge negates that and turns it into a push. However, our Troll Slayer has a thing called Frenzy, which means that anytime an opponent is pushed, he gets to follow up with a second attack, and a third attack, and a fourth attack, until something either lands or he gets knocked down himself, which is what happened right there. On the second time around, we got a double knockdown, but he's got block, which negates the double knockdown, and so he's in position right now. I think we're about ready to let our opponent play. About ready. But, you know, we'll see how this goes. So on turn 3, that ghoul's probably going to try and get out of that tackle zone, would be my guess. That's my estimation of what he's going to do. Oh, he didn't do anything. Never mind. I was hoping for a few more injuries, in all honesty. We really need to hurt somebody around here. That's a POW and a push. We're going to take the POW. He's going to get knocked back, but that's okay because it's spreading their guys to the side of the field that we're not going to, which I'm perfectly fine with. These guys are setting up a line right here. If he manages to, he's going to get a push. I'll take that. As long as the line holds, I think we'll be all right. That does make a gap for him to run through right here and get all up in our backfield. We don't want people in our backfield. People in our backfield are concerning and a cause for us to be sad. We really don't want that. He's going to rush over here. The attack of opportunity has failed. So, unfortunately, there's not going to be much that I can do right there. That's going to be a push on that one versus a attacker knockdown. He's not going to take the attacker knockdown. They still have 2 right there. I may try to get one of these dwarves out of this area. I think double teaming might be a bit too much, but I'm going to wait to do it last so that we don't end up with a turnover. This is going to be a rough line of scrimmage right here to roll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put you right there. Actually, no, I'll keep the long beards. I'm going to put you right there. And then this long beard right here is going to blitz on this corner to knock him down.
Ball is secure.
There it is. He's got dodge, however, so that's a stumble roll. I don't know if I like that. Go with the push, I guess. Push him to there. Follow it. But they have effectively messed up our grid right now, which is not a good thing. That's not something. So where can you meet up with him? You go over there. That's a go for it. Okay, you go right there. Keep him covered. We'll try to flatten these guys on the next turn. You come around, and I'm going to try and peel him off last so that we can have an extra defender over here. And so I'm going to put him right... Let's actually get him adjacent, I think. We'll get him adjacent. These guys might try to run past our tackle zones. This guy's going to go next to get to there. It's a 50-50. He's going to take a hit right there with an injury. I am going to re-roll it, and hopefully he doesn't take the hit the second time. There it is. So he manages to get out on the second go, and we have one of our guys broken free. In addition, I'm going to bring him over to here to assist. Essentially, we just want to pin these guys down over here, and we don't really want to do much else. These guys can't get out of these anyways without a lot of trouble, and so these guys are going to pin them down, me thinky. And then we've got enough defenders over here to where I think we can defend the ball carrier pretty well, although we are slightly out of grid right now, which is never a good thing. If you can hit him, no, can't hit him. Can't really do much to him. Let's start rolling them single dices. Although there are times where you don't want to roll a single dice. I'm going to follow that to keep him inside the tackle zone. That's an injury right there. A big ol' hit. But is it enough? He's stunned. I'll take that. Virigard the Stiff. Okay, that could be a good name or a bad name, depending. We got him over there. I don't really like that play. This dude probably got 1 dice over here. We've already used our reroll. Let's go ahead and leave that how it is. We're going to let these guys do what they're going to do over here. I think we are going to run into a significant scrum once we get to this little spot right here, especially since we got ghouls up. We might run into a little bit of trouble. We got a double knockdown and a stumble right there. Stumble's going to get us. And that is an injury. That might actually cause our whole defense to crumble on that side. That is not good at all. I might peel one of these guys off. Ooh, and they've got us covered now. Okay, I might just make a break for it. We'll see what happens. Ooh, with 3 dice, this is really going to hurt. This is going to hurt like beyond all belief. But we got decent armor. We'll be all right. And that is a stun. Good. That means it was normally a KO, and that's going to free him up from that tackle zone right here to come over to this side and be a pain in my booty hole. The AI does not play this game incredibly well. That's something you'll want to keep in mind. They don't play nearly as well as a player would. A player would be really putting me to my paces right now. And so what I would prefer to do is we may have better luck if I take him to there and we peel off a lot of these defenders and we just go for it. I think we might have a better chance because these ghouls can move 7. That means at best they can get to there. With a go for it, I'd be in better shape, I think. So it's the spot with the blood. They can get to us, but I can plug that hole. In general, you don't want to be on the side of the field. If you get knocked off the side of the field, you take an automatic injury, so you'll want to watch out for that too. And then what we want to do on this side is we want to seal some holes. We want to start putting defenders on all of this right here so that he is free to move wherever he wants to move. I need to put a blocker right here so that if anybody tries to run past the line of scrimmage, they get themselves into trouble. I also need somebody to hit him, although I'm not convinced it's going to be entirely possible. So I'm going to put a lineman right there.
He'll get an assist now. Wuss.
And I need you to go for it. I feel a lot better with a go for it. Putting him right there. Let's go for it. There it is. He made the go for it. Very, very nice. No, indeed, it's really not. However, most of their players are kind of bogged down right now. We've got a die right there. Let's go for it. That's going to be a double knockdown. I have blocked, so unafraid. Unafraid of the result. He has been stunned. Very nice. This dude over here. Do I want to do that? Because if I get a turnover and he gets knocked down, that's going to free him up. I do have a reroll, and we're about halfway through the first half. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that. Is he just, like, dead? Like, what's up with this guy right now? He must have knocked him down on last turn. He's going to get up, though, and we're going to have issues. I think we're going to get swamped. What's going to happen is they're going to focus fire this dude down. This dude is the linchpin of our strategy, and once he falls apart, we're going to be in trouble. And so he's going to get dominated by him. That's going to leave these 3 guys free. They're probably going to move 1 to there, blitz to here, and then we're going to have a turnover. I should have thought about that a little bit better. If I could move him, I'd feel better about all this, but we got 2 dice right there. I can't get him to a tackle zone anyways. We may want to put somebody like right over here. Let me run a hit right here real fast.
Is the assist going to be enough to come
There
out
it
on
is. So there's the hit. We are going to stay on that one. So down he goes. That's going to free him up to get over to here. And that could technically cause them a little bit more trouble. It gives them somebody else to swing at. So we've got a decent chance of scoring right now. Not the best chance of scoring I've ever seen. I'd feel better if he was still up, but hey, you do what you got to do when you play Dwarves. Moving down the field is a very slow process. Especially when half our team done been knocked out. That's the other part that's concerning beyond all belief. He's a little exposed. I probably should have ended him along the side right here and put him right there. I don't know. Yep, there's exactly what I said was going to happen. They're going to hit him to free up these guys. And that is a stun. No bueno. And there's the blitz right there. And that is going to be a attacker knockdown. He's going to re-roll and get double skulls. Very, very nice for us. That's one of those times where RNG has officially taken over and decided that we are going to be the dude here today. I need to run him to there. How far can you move? All right, we're going to run you. How far can I get you? You bog him down. You get to there. We're going to break away right now. This is very risky, but I'm going to do it anyways because...
If the player is pushed,
oh, well.
it will finish in the public. And in general, fans are much more dangerous than players.
I can probably... We got a Troll Slayer right there. If I can free him up, he can mob this guy. Yeah, let's free him up. There's our POW. We got ourselves a POW. We're going to follow that in right now. So follow that thing and hope for an injury. No injury, unfortunately. However, that does free this guy up to cause all kinds of problems for this guy. So blitzing And there's another POW. Perfect. We'll take him back to there, and we are going to follow that through. That's an injury. And so he is stunned. That's going to take him up and out of our business. I would also recommend, if we've got a gap here, you need to get picked up. Move to there. You move to here to make sure he doesn't go anywhere annoying. You guys down here, we could technically foul that guy if we wanted to. I'm going to move him over to here. We're going to go for an injury on this ghoul. Whenever you injure a player, you get XP.
The attacker has an assist.
There's a stumble, unfortunately. He's got dodge, so there's not much I can do about that. We will follow him in. And that's our turn. Hopefully we'll have ourselves a big TD by the time this goes down. Big old sexy TD. Pretty much everything we wanted to go right went right there, which I'm pretty happy with. If that player hadn't rolled a double skull, we were in deep trouble. Oh, really? He can blitz from right there. Wow, that was a bigger blitz than I expected. Oh, no.
That's it. Aim for the ball carrier.
Wow, I did not expect that at all. Okay, we're going to have to deal with that on the next turn. I can deal with it perfectly fine. It's no biggie. We got people in position to deal with it. We still might be able to score on the next turn if we pull that one through. That's going to be a push knockback. Kind of wish I had another runner over here because we've only got 8 turns. And so this is not going exactly the way that I want it to go, but is what it is, I suppose. If I can extract this guy, I think what I can do is I can bring... That's a push. Okay, good. What I'm going to do, or I'm going to try and do, is I got to go for it. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Go for it. Yeah. It's going to be close, but we got a reroll left, so we'll try it. That's a double knockdown. He's got block. He's going to reroll it, and so there goes another one of their team rerolls, which I'm okay with. And this is going to be a hell of a play right here. This is going to be gnarly. This is going to be really gnarly. So he can get to there. He can get to there without a go for it. I need him to be... If I can get him to right there, that looks good. And then what we want to do is we want to hit this guy hard. Please don't fall. Yeah, buddy. We've got ourselves a defender stumbles right there, and since he does not have dodge, that is exactly what we were looking for. Go ahead and follow that guy. I was hoping for a stun right there, but unfortunately we are going to be relying on a reroll to pick that up and then score on the next turn. It's going to be a little bit of a mess. Let me pick him up real quick. Can he move all that way? I was going to say he's going to have to go for it twice to make that. Oh, we got 2 dice right there. Yeah, let's go for it. That's going to be a stumble. I'll take it. Is he unrestrained? No, he's inside of a tackle zone. Okay. I can live with that. I'm going to move him to right here. And we're just going to keep scrapping in the backfield for right now. There's no reason not to. There's our pal. We're going to follow that one in. And there's another injury. Hopefully. Nah, it's just a stun. Their armor value is pretty good, and so I think I'm wishing and dreaming a little bit with some of these hits. I already ran a blitz, so I can't really do much else there. What I can do is I can take him and block him from going anywhere, so that's what I'm going to do. We'll run a blocker over to that side, and we'll kind of just play the field for right now.
Good old-fashioned fight.
On this side, so our general game plan for right now on this side, what we want to do is we want to knock him off the field if we can. We're going to be going for an attack with our carrier. No, we're not, actually. Chances are he's not going to do much. We'll attack with the corner. We'll see what we can do right there. This is really going to hurt. This is going to hurt like hell.
That's
Yeah.
a holding maneuver if ever I saw one.
Oh, he got a push. I'll take that.
That's it. Force him back and then pow.
He's going to fight along this side. Okay. That sounds all right to me. A little double knockdown action right there. He's going to re-roll it with his final re-roll, and he's going to convert it into a push. He is out of re-rolls now. That means he is married to whatever choice he decides to take. That's not a good thing to be out of re-rolls. You really don't want to be out of re-rolls. Oh, wow. He rolled out a POW on 1 dice. Okay. Well, there's like a 16% chance of it happening. I'll take it. He is now officially free, and he is stunned. God, we just cannot get out of these stuns right now. There's some pretty serious stun action going on right now. So what I want to do with this guy, hopefully this goes well.
That player is about to get punched above and
Yeah. I got a POW. Sounds good to me. We'll see what happens to the ball here when we follow it.
Pushing.
And this is what we were going for.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sure hands, and there's our touchdown. So after a little bit of stress, we pulled it on through. Rub that beer belly. Rub that beer belly. Yeah, get him, son. Raise that beer to the sky. Who says you can't play sports intoxicated? We don't need to be role models for the kids. We don't care. Yeah, get those dwarvish lady dancers out here. That's what we got. That's what we got. Get him. Get him. Got him. Let's go. So he's still got a player knocked out. We really did not have any casualties on our side, so I'm pretty happy with the way things have gone. Let's finish off the half here in this episode, and we'll see how this goes. Setting things up, we're going to be setting up in defense. They have lost one of their players. We're not in an amazing situation right now. What we really want to do is we just want to tie down these two big guys with whoever we can, and then just kind of push corners as much as possible. And so I'm going to move these guys over to here. And where are my runners at? Where are my runners at? Do I have a runner out right now? No. Where's my other runner at? I got a blitzer. Where's my other runner? Oh, there he is. He's on that side. We can only start with 2 people on the side field. But we got 2 free agents right now that are off the line of scrimmage. And I think it's going to be all right. So let's go ahead and confirm that setup. And they have rearranged. Okay. We got to choose where we want to kick to. I'm thinking somewhere like right about... I mean, honestly, kicking this game is a nightmare. You never know where the ball's going to go. The players of the Eldritch Shadows may move 1 adjacent square. Oh, wow. That's really not a good spot for that to go. That's a little bit concerning. I kind of hate that ball placement. It's okay. They can't score in 1 turn anyways, so I'm not really... Well, they might be able to with one of the ghouls. Oh, that ghoul moved. Oh, he fumbled. And he has no rerolls, so that's a turnover. Oh, and that is the first half. There you go. This is Blood Bowl. We are playing the Virigard Bombers. I hope you guys are enjoying the game so far. I will see you all next time around. If you want to see a little bit more, let me know down below. I'm just going to sporadically do this series and talk about stuff. Their player came back. That sucks. That sucks. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for coming. Bye, everybody.
back on the field.